I started high school right after COVID, and I fell into a really bad crowd, and I ended up missing 2 years of high school. I didn't go to class. I failed out all like both years. I failed all my classes, wasn't getting any credits, constantly detention and whatever. And I was kind of getting kicked out of my house, and I was living at my best friend's house for the time being because every time I went home, it was like there was a huge fight that would break out, and I would freak out, and like either the cops would be called or I would like leave, or it was just it was really, really horrible. And I remember I just felt like there was nothing to live for anymore. And there was no way out of feeling the way that I did, um, other than to drink and use drugs. And that was really my only way out of how I felt. Uh, and with everything else going on in my life, of the stress of school and, you know, um, friendships and ruining friendships and, ruining my relationships with my parents. And it was just, it was a really, really stressful point in my life. And there was a lot of contemplation of like, like, is the only way out of this to, kill myself? Or am I just going to have to be like this for the rest of my life? I got to work with Marla as my therapist while I went to Muir Woods, and I think she really just turned my world completely upside down in the best way possible. And it was just like everything that I had ever thought to be true was not. And that was the best thing someone could have ever told me, was that my ways of thinking were wrong. And that I was very loved and I was very like cared for and appreciated, but I also like, people have boundaries and I need to respect that. And I don't think I ever took that into account. Especially like with my parents, and even like in a way like with myself too, it was just, yeah, she just was like, no, like if you get out of here and you don't do things differently, like your life is going to continue to get worse. And that was exactly what I needed to hear. And so that was kind of like the starting point for me. If I had not gone to Muir Woods and made drastic changes while I was there, I think my life would be completely different than it is today. I think I never would have graduated high school. I probably would have died, really, with my drinking and drug use the way that it was going. And I don't think I would be anywhere close to where I am today if I didn't go and seriously change the way things were while I was there. I'm going to college, and I have my first car, and I get to sponsor like other young women who come into AA and who are as young as I was or younger. Like getting sober at 15 is terrifying, really, but it's the best decision I ever made. And like now I have 2 years and 3 months sober. And like I get to just continue to like be of service. And like for me, like, I'm getting my associate's degree in science right now, and hopefully maybe I'll be a nurse. But I also have opportunities to go and work in the recovery field, which would be really, really exciting, for me to do. I think, that would be awesome. And I think also like, like I have a continuing growing relationship with my mom, and we just continue to get closer, which is awesome and something that I've definitely always wanted. And just life is just absolutely incredible. And I have like so many sober friends. And that was like my biggest fear getting out of Muir Woods, is like, am I ever gonna find someone who's like around my age who's sober, just being so young. And like I have that, and I have many of them who are there and love and support me and can also tell me when I'm being insane. And so I think as of today, like from 2 years and 3 months ago, like, I have everything I could have ever wanted and more. Really, and it's truly just, come from all the internal work, and with the help of other women. And of course getting sober, which I wouldn't have been able to do without Muir Wood.